Doug Lehman breaking it down in layman's terms. Today I've got a special guest, George Brontian. He's the CEO and founder of Membrane. He's proven that your CRM solutions don't have to suck and how you sell matters, and the author of the book, Stop Killing Deals, all the way virtually from Sweden. George, welcome in layman's terms.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Good to be here.
It's good to see you, George. Finally, I know we've connected online through LinkedIn and Twitter and a lot of the sales communities, and this George over here is a dynamic sales leader. He's an innovator, and he speaks a lot about sales enablement and processes. Let's talk a little bit about Membrane. I remember reading that you started this software solution and everything based on sales leadership mistakes and areas of that.
Yep, definitely. Mistakes I was making. And they were basically three big assumptions that I came to the realization that I had, and I was making mistakes based on those assumptions, which were basically that salespeople are born, they should be disciplined, and people are rational. And when realizing none of those were really true, that's how sort of my ideas to build a solution to embed how we need to sell to be effective and efficient started.
And it's well documented on your website. I encourage you to go over to George's company's website over at Membrane and look at that. And you're just an innovator, a true thought leader with your blog. Now, with Membrane, it really speaks to the ideal client in the B2B space, correct?
Yeah, B2B only, longer sales cycles. And we say when how you sell matters, when each deal counts, that's when Membrane is the right choice.
I love all the content that you're putting out there about Membrane and the sales community. Now, let's switch gears a little bit. Your book, Stop Killing Deals. How did that come about? What inspired you to write? That is your first book, correct?
It is, yeah. And maybe time-wise, it should have been released before I released Membrane, but it was the other way around. But it's really about these assumptions I was making and the problems I'm seeing others make, and then some ideas on how to solve this and build an effective sales team.
Well, it's an excellent read, and it really speaks to everybody in sales. I know it's focused for B2B complex sales, but there are a lot of tips and nuggets out there. I also realize you do have it on an audio format as well, correct?
That was the biggest question I got. I sort of delayed that a bit, but looking at it in retrospect, I should have released that at the same time because people want the audio. Salespeople are often on the move or in the car, maybe not now in COVID times, but often on the move, and they want to listen to books.
Speaking of COVID, segue into that, I know as lots changed over this year. How has that impacted, I guess, your business from a standpoint that you're always developing new insights? Is there any takeaways that you've gotten out of this quagmire that we're in right now?
Yeah, definitely. We shifted our entire roadmap based on this to bring a new module to life that we call account growth. So it's about really how do we know who our best customers are and how do we create a plan to get closer to them and grow them. So that was a very definite change we made, and that is really resonating in the market right now.
Well, George, it's a true pleasure having you on. I look forward to following more of your content, and it's good to see you face-to-face virtually. That's one of the good thank you. And it's one of the great things about the power of video. I want to give you the second to last word. Anything else that you would like to add to our audience today?
Yeah, I do write a lot, and sometimes I get asked things like, "Oh, do you have a software piece?" People don't always realize that we're really. I'm running a software company, and we've released a trial version, or the ability to actually test drive our software. So I would recommend people who haven't seen Membrane in action to actually go to the website and spin up a trial if you are focused on growing your existing accounts, which is the trial we are offering right now.
Definitely check out the trial that George is talking about. Go to George's website, look at his blog content. I know he does interviews. He's a sales leader, a true pioneer in the sales space. I want to thank George for coming on in layman's terms, and I want to thank you out there for social watching.